Hello, I am Malte Herwig, and I am not a magician. You see, appearances can be deceiving. For instance, this is not a real waistcoat, and this is not a real tie. Many things are not what they appear to be, and the same is true for people. As a writer, I've always been interested in stories about lies, deception, and misdirection. So I couldn't have found a better subject for my new book than a magician who went by the name of Kalanag. As a film producer and president of the magic circle of the Third Reich, he had close ties to leading Nazis like Göring, Goebbels, and even Hitler himself. Later, he became the greatest showbiz star of post-war Germany, a master of magic and illusions who soon conquered the world with his musical Review of Wonders. His conjuring shows were brilliant, exotic, and extravagant. He made cars disappear on stage, levitated his leading lady 20 feet off the ground, and served every drink imaginable from a simple jar of water. His audiences were spellbound. They took pleasure in being fooled, in having their senses deceived, in being made to feel, for a moment at least, that the impossible was possible. But Kalanag's greatest trick was making his shady Nazi past vanish into thin air. His real name was Helmut Schreiber. He had produced the first and only anti-Semitic musical of the Nazi era and helped to bring German magicians in line with Hitler's regime. In World War II, he even sent magicians to the front to support the German troops. After 1945, he rose from the rubble of the Third Reich and reinvented himself as a full-time illusionist. And by full-time, I mean full-time. Kalanag fooled the Allies as much as his audiences. He made his Nazi past disappear and was even said to have used Nazi gold to build the grandest magic show after the war. By the 1950s, Kalanag had become one of the world's most famous magicians. But his personal life ended in tragedy when he split from his wife and stage partner, the amazing Gloria Defoe. When Kalanag died a few years later, he died alone and destitute, or so it would seem. But, as you know by now, appearances can be deceiving. If you'd like to find out more about the mysterious life of this magician, reserve your copy now of The Great Kalanag, How Hitler's Magician Vanished the Past and Conquered the World.